Hi. Today's mind reset is for you if you had a bad day. By the way, my name is Doug Meacham, and thank you for joining me. You remember, you're not broken. You're just running an old pattern. So what I'd like you to do is first take responsibility for yourself. Don't listen to this or use it while you're driving or operating equipment, because of course I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. So having said that, take a deep breath. Close your eyes. I want you to take another deep breath and exhale. Take one more deep breath, a little deeper, hold it just a little bit longer. And on the exhale, just let your shoulders drop a bit more. Relax the muscles in your jaw. Just give yourself a little space between your teeth, because when your jaw is relaxed, the rest of your body relaxes. And with your eyes closed until again I ask you to open them, I want you to focus your attention on your heart. I want you to imagine what it would be like to be breathing through your heart. Just focus your attention on your heart and your chest area. Find a nice, easy rhythm. Maybe something that's a little bit slower than what's normal for you. And just breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. And while you're breathing, I'd like you to think of something that you are really grateful for. Something that you truly appreciate in your life. And just hold on to that thought. As you just let a wave of relaxation move from the top of your head over your shoulders, out your fingertips, and right at your toes. So you had a bad day. Things didn't go exactly as you'd hoped that they would have gone. And so let's do this. I want you to imagine in your mind that there's a chalkboard. And on that chalkboard is everything that happened yesterday or today that didn't go the way that you had really hoped it would go. You don't have to be too detailed. You can just imagine those things that didn't go exactly the way that you had hoped that they would go. And just imagine now a hand just erasing off that chalkboard all those things that didn't go exactly the way that you would hope that they would go. And breathe. Every moment in front of us is a blank slate. And we have the choice of how we experience that moment in front of us. So what I'd like you to do right now is I would like you to take one of those things that didn't go quite right and imagine it having gone your way. Whatever it was, whether it was a conversation or whether the line at the coffee shop was too long, or project didn't get done. Maybe you had an argument. I just want you to take one of those things right now and imagine it going your way. Imagine it going exactly the way that you wanted it to go. Create it in your mind. Use your imagination and your senses. How would it feel if this thing had gone the way you wanted it to go? And I don't mean just necessarily emotionally. How would it feel in your body if this one thing had actually gone the way you wanted it to go? How would it look? I mean, see it through your eyes. What would the world look like if this had gone the way you wanted it to go? What would your inner conversation be? What would you hear? I want you to make it as real and as vivid as you can. Now, some people don't visualize, they don't create images in their mind. And that's all right. You don't have to do that. I just want you to really get a feel for what it would be like if that had actually gone the way that you wanted it to go. Make it as real as possible. And don't worry, the more you do this, the easier it becomes, because the mind, just like any muscle in our body, gets better at doing the things we want it to do the more we use it. So having said that, practice and let it be real, to the point that you convince yourself that that's exactly what happened. And just like that blank slate, now you can put on it what it is that you wanted to happen. Just take a deep breath and just let that feeling become a part of you. And when you're ready, open your eyes and just know that you have 100% control over how you experience your life. And if you've had a bad day, change it. Change it to the way you wanted it to be. I'm Doug Meacham, and this is your Mind Reset. Thanks for joining me.